everyone, and welcome to our November newsletter. We are moving into the season of gratitude and thankfulness. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. It'll be here before we know it, and we just want you guys to know that we are so thankful for you. Just this morning, I was serving at our church, and I got a text message from a family that we got to serve a couple years ago, and they were reaching out and just telling me that their daughter is transferring into Liberty University. She's doing phenomenal, and they were expressing their gratitude and their thankfulness for us. And I can't tell you how much that means to us to hear from you guys and your journey and how you're doing well and your success. But we thank you. Thank you for trusting us with your family. Thank you for coming alongside us. We know times are tough. We know it is really hard to be a family of faith in today's culture. And so we want to encourage you to praise God and to thank Him even when it's hard, because Shepherd's Hill is doing that now. It has been hard for us. It has been hard to sustain the mission in a society that seems to be against what Shepherd's Hill is standing for. And it has been your encouragements, your prayers, and your financial support that has kept this ministry going. It's kept us encouraged. The Lord has used you mightily to keep this ministry going. And so we come to you again and say, you know what? We have got a bright future. We are excited about it, and we still need that support. We met this weekend with our board, and we were on our knees. We were in prayer. We were in worship. We spent the majority of our weekend doing just that. And I hope that brings you comfort to know that Shepherd's Hill is a mission that will always seek God's face first. No matter what, we will put Him at the center of all that we do. And we have a board who champion that. And I'm so grateful to be able to serve with them, that says before anything else, before we strategize about, how to approach the activism, we're going to pray and we're going to seek God. And that is exactly what we did. And so we're feeling full today, but we know we have a fight on our hands. We know we've got to fight to pull this thing forward, to push it forward. We know the Lord is in it, and He's going to do that. He has given us direction, but He has also given us a call to action, and that is to call all of our supporters to come alongside of us in this fight, and to say, you know what, here we are. Here's our prayer. Here's what we can give financially. Here's how we can support you financially. We are calling on you now more than ever to join us in this. We need you. You have been a huge encouragement. Stay with us and continue to pour out the blessing, so that we can continue to pour out the blessing onto all the families, and we can have more stories like the one that texted me today. So thank you guys so much. We love all of you. We think of you often, and we can't wait to come back to you next week or next month in December and share with you the continued miracles that the Lord is doing here at Shepherd's Hill Academy. Thanks.
In Ephesians 2:1-14, it says, "We are dead in our trespasses, totally deprived," and guess what it was? I was totally deprived. I'm Jack Carver. I'm 17. I've been here for almost 3 years. Before, I was all hatred. I hated mankind, I hated myself, hated my family. I was deep in darkness, and I played video games for maybe 14 hours every single day and didn't even go to school. All because I was not confident in myself, not confident that I could do well in school. When I first came here to Shepherd's Hill, I really struggled with my diagnosis, and this place managed to help me through and understand my autism, what makes me tick, When you go into the office on like a therapist outside of here, you do like a session, and then you leave, and then it's back to the real world, right? It's back to all these hard things, all these hard truths. It devours you, and then you forget, about all this good stuff you talked about, all these lessons that you had. Forget it all. Here at Shepherd's Hill, it's a lot different. Therapy is throughout residential. It's like all your counselors here love you, and it's different,
People that are very smart figured out what kind of gas you need for this kind of welding, and it creates the right environment for the weld to actually sink in and penetrate, it's called, and hold. That's what it's all about. It's creating the right environment. Oftentimes when your conditions are right, things work. That's usually how it is in this world. Your conditions are right, it works. Like it's designed to work a certain way, right? And when we go away from that design is when we start getting messed up.
This place is like a seed bed. It has all the nutrients that you need to grow. It has the water that's carefully put in there. It grows us to be the person and the people that we need to be, that God ordains us to be. At Shepherd's Hill, they offer a few different skills. I never really cared for doing anything with my hands, you know. I never thought of me as being a physical labor guy. And there's been staff here that have taught me how to weld and have really cared for me. I learned that life, even though it's hard, can be enjoyable with the right people, with a good counsel or good counselors in this case. You can learn a lot faster and a lot better.